Just before we get into the finale, I just want to mention that this anime has been an absolute blast to watch. It was an experience. Let's put it that way. And I think anyone watching from episode 1 can tell. The first few episodes being just ripping into the cringiness that is Subaru. And let's be honest. Fuck. I mean, he fucking deserved it, all right? I'm not even taking any flack for that. His cringy poses and some of the shit that he says and does, he had it coming. Then it hits like a truck with everyone being slaughtered in the loot house or the trade house, whatever it's called. And then you've got the whole, what the fuck is this, Reinhard bullshittery? And then Roswell's mansion, what the fuck are these two maids? What, why are they, what is this shit? You know? Because maids in Japanese anime are synonymous with fan service, let's face it. I mean, do I even have to explain this one? And then it's like, oh shit, he's murdered. Oh shit, it's the killer maid. No, wait, that's not it. Fuck, demon dogs. Oh shit, no, that's not it. Oh fuck, she goes berserk. Hell yeah. Devil trigger. You know, like, it's all this thing, you know? And then you're like, oh, I sort of know what's going on. No, I don't. And then who the hell is this creepy guy that looks like he, you know, drank all the acid and took all the meth? Oh, look at that. He is, oh God, what is he doing to Rem? And then you're like, wow, I thought I've seen the dark shit in this anime already. Nope. And from there, it just gets weird. It gets weird. But you're already down the rabbit hole that it gets weird, but you just keep going. And then obviously you get the finale to season 1, which in itself is a good arc, and you get a little bit, and then it's all cute, and, you know, it's like, oh, I love you, Emilia, and all that. And I'm like, fine, you know, I'll let you have this moment. Typically, I would pour kerosene on it and put it on fire, but I will let it happen. Cool. And then you get season 2 and everything in season 2, and you get the introduction to more of the witches, more of the plot, more of the mystery unfolds. And all these other things, which in itself is an experience. All the theory crafting, all the little grasping, cute little bunny wabbits, of course. I want that white bunny, and I'm calling it Subaru. I had a bunny, but he was black. He was called Garonya, which would pretty much translate to like grey sort of thing. Not grey, but grey Garonya. But you get what I mean. And he was a bastard. He cut through the telephone cable. He didn't like me because I adopted him from this other Serbian lady that couldn't keep him in her apartment. And unfortunately, he ran away eventually. But, you know, it is what it is. Good anime. Good anime. And then you see the... you get the... What's it called? The flashback episode. That gives you a lot of context. And that's where all the, oh shit, I need to rewatch those particular episodes comes from. Because all those throwaway lines that Betelgeuse was saying throughout, you're sort of going like, shit, you know, they're all throwaway lines. As is anything when you watch something for the first time. And you're sort of thinking, shit. Because now you have context. And so now if you watch it for the second time, all those throwaway lines from Emilia in the first few episodes, all the throwaway lines from Puck, all the throwaway lines from Bowel Hunter, because, you know, she's working for Roswell, all the throwaway lines from Reinhard, all the throwaway lines from Rem and Ram, all the throwaway, you know, it all comes together. And you sort of have that desire to watch it again so you could get the full context of the situation. And that's where you really see the craftsmanship of something. Not only is it enjoyable the first time you play, you read, or you watch, but the replay value adds to the experience. And very few things do this. I mean, we're very common with it being done in Metal Gear Solid as a franchise. It's very well done there. There's certain other games that do the same thing, where things that originally felt two-dimensional or linear end up having a secondary meaning, which can only really be interpreted or figured out in second viewing. And it's subtle enough. It's subtle that if you picked it up the first time, you don't really pay attention to it. But if you see it the second time, it has a lot of weight because of that context, which is later revealed. And that's where this comes from. That's where this comes from. You can really see the skill and the thought that went into this. The first revision and the first draft is definitely not the final copy, because you can tell that this has been crafted and looked at and reviewed more than a few times, which is good. Which is good. So, very good experience. A lot of fun watching it. There's still a few theories in my head, which, we've discussed. One of which is the, Witch of Envy even bad? Did she even kill the sisters? Pandora, WTF.jpg. Emilia's mother, is it the Witch of Envy? Because that scene with Emilia at the tea party with Wrath felt a bit interesting. Why was she so teary-eyed? There is some sort of familiarity between people. Why didn't you want her to look at you? Are you auntie? Could you be mommy? Because if you are, what's going on with the Witch of Envy? Why Emilia's body? Could it be that you need a vessel that can house your soul, and because of Emilia's potential and bloodline, she's one of the few compatible people that is able to do it? Or is there more than that? What is this whole thing? And of course, don't answer it. I don't want anyone to answer it. But it's the type of thoughts going through my head. And the anime does its function very well. It entertains and adds as and is a introduction to the world that is ReZero, which I found out is a game by goddamn Spike Chunsoft as well. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I got this email because I'm on the mailing list for Spike Chunsoft, and they send me emails and they're like, hey, here's a list of games that are coming out and stuff. It's like ReZero, like collector's edition for something, and I'm like, huh? So I was like, huh? Spike Chunsoft seems to be doing really well. They've got Steins Gate, they've got Danganronpa, and they've got ReZero, and I'm just like, what? So it's one of those moments. But yeah, look, as an anime, it's really good. It's really good. Needless to say, music, fucking good. Animation, great. Plot advancement, character development, fights, emotional scenes, characters keep true to themselves, the interactions seem true. Even the minor characters and the support characters introduced throughout the seasons develop and they're interesting. I can't think of a single character that I would consider throwaway. There are some characters that annoyed the shit out of me, but they do come back later. You could probably guess which ones they are. The protagonist for a little while annoyed the shit out of me, and I thought, how on earth am I going to survive this whole anime? But after a while, particularly during the mansion arc, when he definitely becomes more human and it becomes more apparent that his facade and bravado is a mask that he sort of wears to hide the fact that he's barely holding it together. It really gives him a human touch and makes him more relatable, but it also, works as a device to put Emilia in the spotlight and show that she has a very high degree of empathy despite having very little context for what is going on, because obviously we watch Subaru's journey through the multiple timelines where he gets murdered in more ways than one, whereas he goes nuts in that particular timeline, and Emilia sees that this guy's going absolutely crazy for some reason, and she's sort of like, dude, calm down. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. I don't understand what's going on, but it's gonna be okay. Like, yeah. And then you sort of see like, so that's who she is. And like Rem and Ram are like, what do we do? Like, Because in one timeline, Rem and Ram have their, opportunity to hang out with Subaru, teach him to read, talk about the two ogres and little things like that. And I'm really interested to see that little story about the two ogres again, considering the fact that that is prior to me knowing that Rem and Ram are demons and whatnot. So I'm really interested in that story again. I really got to see it after this. But overall, it's so well made. And it works. It's very difficult when you have a timeline, especially when you're working with multiverse and multiple timelines, to have a good story but keep it interesting. After a while, I've noticed, and this is what happens to a lot of TV shows, movies, and sequel and whatnot, usually season 2 ends up being weaker than season 1 for a multitude of reasons. A lot of these companies and a lot of these studios kind of used up all their ideas in season 1, and season 2 is kind of trying to milk as much as they can. And then season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 becomes just milking what's remaining from the audience as much as they possibly can. In this case, I would say season 2 is better than season 1 simply because it's not limited by world building. It doesn't need to spend 3-4 episodes explaining how this power works and enabling Subaru as a character to figure it out, all while developing him as a character so we could slowly understand him and slowly understand Emilia as well as all that. So season 2 can just go full throttle and within one episode accelerate from 0 to 80. And then throughout the second season, which is divided into 2 parts, go up to 100, go down a little bit, go up to 100, go down a little bit. So I would say that season 2, if season 1 is starting the fire and throwing wood into it, season 2 is occasionally throwing a barrel of 2 of kerosene into it and watching the fire go boom. And that's great because it doesn't happen very often. A lot of shows fuck up, a lot of animes fuck up, a lot of series fuck up. This one didn't fuck up. So I would be absolutely shocked if they don't get a season 3. But being, business and the way it is, that is entirely dependent on how many people watch it, how much money it makes, how many awards it wins, how the video game and manga sales and light novels go. And I'm saying this because I don't know whether or not there is a manga, but I do know that there is a light novel and a video game, which is of course linked to how the anime is going, because as we all know, animes are an opportunity for the light novels and the games to sell. That's how it's sort of looked at. Very rarely does an anime actually make a profit. It's used as a device to funnel into the other sales. So, all of that. Going by the popularity and the fact that you guys requested this, I would be shocked that if it didn't have the backing to be considered a hit and a success. I know there's always a little bit of a time delay when something first comes out to when it really explodes. We see it time and time again with franchises coming out of Japan, and there's always a little bit of a delay between Japan to the West. And that's the cool thing about things like this, particularly when it comes to Let's Players, reactors, fan subbing in particular, because it enables this spread. It really enables it. It really enables it. Effectively fans the flames. And of course, you got to support something that you enjoy. Otherwise, it's never going to grow. That's a matter of fact. And from what I've seen from you guys, 1, recommending this anime, 2, voting for it, 3, turning up every week, and sharing memes and reaction videos, that only helps fuel the growth. And I've enjoyed it enough that I put the time and the struggle to edit it and try to put it on YouTube, which is fortunately enough working. Thankfully enough, I'm in the good graces of Spike Chunsoft. So I haven't had any copyright claims thinking that this is the video game, but I've had it happen with Danganronpa thinking that it's a video game. And so fortunately, they sort of bat for me, go behind closed doors and say, hey, this guy's cool, we're doing Let's Plays, unclaim. It hasn't happened with ReZero. I don't know how the game goes with the anime, but it's good. I would definitely want this to grow. I'm definitely editing it. I want to click clickbaity thumbnails to try to fuel a little bit of interest, get the hype a little bit fanned, and then hopefully they announce a season 3, because this is fucking good. This is fucking good. Legitimately. Really good. I'm really excited to see the finale. I'll do the whole review and ranking, but I just wanted to share that before the finale, because I don't want to spend an hour after the finale talking about all this. So let's enjoy the finale. Let's watch the memes, and let's hope for a season 3. I don't think they'll drop the ball in the finale, given how well they've done. And then I'll be free to read the comments, because I don't want to risk being spoiled. So I apologize. I haven't read people's chat for the past episode because I don't want to risk it. We had an incident where there was a little bit of spoilers, so we don't want to risk that. Let's watch it and then let's chat and enjoy the memes. But good fucking franchise. Episode 50. Look at all those bunnies. Oh wait, is that Roswell? Huh. I guess he's not. Well, I hope he doesn't walk into the bunnies again. All right, episode 50. Let's do this. Do I have my subtitles on? Hell yeah. Japanese? Always. Let's tukarash be this. See, I told you, she's going to be clingy. Definitely clingy. See, Subaru, you wrote some checks that your body cannot cash. Your ass belongs to her now. He's just digging that home, just digging that home, just digging that home, just digging it. Emilia will remember this. PTSD hits like a bitch! The rabbits are doing that whole psychological thing of, you remember the Urukai in Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers? Psychological warfare. Admit it, Subaru. You tightened your butthole as much as you could in that moment. Am I going to be that guy and just say, why don't they create a horizontal bladed attack that just literally slices through all of them? But what would I know? What? So she's practically going through realms. She's Toby. She's fucking Toby. Why is there an upper limit? I don't get it. Is there a limitation to how much the hive mind can coordinate, or what's the go? You know what would be funny? If Emilia ignores him because she heard what happened with Betty and she just gives him the silent treatment. Now's not the time! And that is how this world ends. Wait a minute, wasn't he running in a circle like 20 seconds ago? Oh no, it was a... How nice of the rabbits to wait. Someone needs to nerf Betty. Next minute, there's like 2 rabbits in the woods just in case. And they're humping each other like rabbits and duplicating as we speak. That isn't a butterfly. That's a shotgun gun. I should have known all along. She's Toby. She's just missing the mask. Can you just finish resurrecting Ram? Don't make me put you in a deep fryer. That's it, Aoi. Wake her up with tears. Oh, she's pouting. Does Emilia believe this is platonic, or is she just too innocent to realize that Betty might have a little bit of a romantic attachment to Subaru? Or does she just not perceive her as a threat? I don't know what to think, because sometimes I don't know whether Emilia is just unbelievably innocent or if she's very savage and calculates 10 moves ahead. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Emilia sometimes scares me. She is either the most innocent cinnamon that we need to protect, or she is the most cold, calculating person in existence, and we should all run for the hills. I have yet to figure out which it is. And that scares me. At least with people like Pandora, you know where you stand. Emilia frightens me because she has potential to become either. Either way, Subaru's fucked. I mean, Subaru's ass belongs to somebody. We just don't know who. Now, I know you've probably read the Disney story somewhere. I don't know whether you read the Disney one or the original one. And I'm severely hoping that you read the Disney version where the young prince wakes up, the princess by kissing her, and not the OG version where the young prince, does the thing and then the princess wakes up during childbirth. Because, look, all I'm saying is Roswell should not be left alone in that room with Echidna's corpse. Because if Danganronpa 2 is to go by anything, let's just not leave him in the room, okay? I don't trust them. So let me get this straight. This particular Roswell never met Echidna. He was just told by a Roswell that was 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 told by... How many letters go from A to L? I forget. But... So he wasn't even the Roswell that got tongue raped. Yet, he's love-stricken like a sick puppy. I gotta commend Betty for her attitude. She's like, I'm not his number one, but that ass is gonna be mine. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. You go get him. You go for it, little girl. So Emilia has a strong affinity with the Witch of Envy. Again, is that because she's mommy, or she's auntie, or she's sister? What's the go? I was bang on the money when I called him Orochi Manson, motherfucker. He's fucking Orochimaru 2.0. Assume the position. What are you doing? Betty keeps her pimp hand strong. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? What? Slap! Betty, I fucking love you. Oof. I felt that. Is that all he gets for burning down the library? Wow, he got off easy. I would have shoved a pineapple up his ass or something. Of course he does. So he's figured out how to transmigrate a soul. And he's also been cloning his body. Well, if he knows how to clone bodies, why can't he just clone Echidna's body and then find a way to channel her soul into it? Say the power of the slap. Sometimes you just need to give him a good slap. Don't open your eyes, because that would be creepy. This is false advertisement. She was never like that. They're making little snow sculptures about Puck. That is so fucking cute. If I ever have a cat, I'm calling it Puck. Because that is so fucking cute. That is so cute. It reminds me of, you know, the little one from Dragon Ball Z, the flying one that's always hanging around with Yamcha. It reminds me of that one. So cute. Oh. 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 And her ears. Oh boy. I take back thinking that she's an evil mastermind that thinks 10 steps ahead. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. Oh, Puck, you fucking cunt. Puck is like, I'm about to be MVP and like sacrifice myself for a while. But before that happens, I gotta fuck with Subaru one last time. That means Emilia kissed him thinking that it would get her pregnant. Or maybe he told her after the fact. Emilia is evil mastermind. She thinks babies are made by kissing. You guys remember that Family Guy thing when the squawk comes into the room? And the squawk is like, I'm here to deliver a baby. And it's like, so where's the baby? Did you bring it? And he takes out the light bulb and puts a red one. And he's like, you're mega make the baby. Oh, yeah. It's just like, oh, God. Secretly, Puck doesn't need to disappear. He just did that so Emilia and Subaru could have privacy. Because if Puck's around, Emilia's going to want to spend too much time with him. Puck is secretly wingmanging. You fucking adorable bastard. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, Gotenks has the right idea. Ooh, she knows that she can't get enough momentum, so she does the thing where she wraps the towel and goes, BAM! That's it. I'm sorry, but there's a whole town of people that should be lining up right now. He's sitting on Ram's lap, isn't he? Oh god, lap pillows are a thing. Personally, I prefer putting my head on ass, but like, thighs are pretty soft too. You just gotta, cook enough meals to make them nice and comfy. That mixture of muscle and fat that's just right. It's firm yet soft. You gotta have the perfect pillow. Everyone's a supporting character now. Season 3 would be so fucked. Please, give me a character in the scene that doesn't have severe psychological issues. Let's see. Overly innocent. I don't know. Pretty fucked up. Probably fucked up. Definitely fucked up. Yes, she's seen some shit. Oh, he's definitely seen some shit. Oh man, isolation for 400 years. That would fuck anyone up. Oh yeah, severe psychological trauma on this one and a sniffing fetish. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up, and you are beyond fucked up, good sir. Whew. I mean, what else is there for him to become a supporting character? He was a bad guy, now he's a supporting character. And he's not cool enough to become an anti-hero like Vegeta. So, supporting character. And you know what's fucked up with this situation? You might think this is such a happy ending to this sad tale. It's really not. Roswell has simply gone from being emotionally attached and dependent on Echidna to being emotionally attached and dependent on Ram. And what's even more fucked up about this is that she's suffering from severe Stockholm syndrome where she is in love with her captor. I mean, yes, it's a solid relationship because the glue is like concrete, but that doesn't mean that it's healthy. Whatever. At this point, fuck it. Good enough. We need you to find you someone to, relieve your mummy issues. Maybe, I don't know, a girl with big titties. We'll figure it out. She's gonna, I mean, she's a beast in her own regard. She's probably gonna end up with some salary man that might not be as strong as her, but appreciates her, I guess. I mean, hopefully, once you marry off your little brother, you can start living for yourself, because let's face it. Yeah. Oh, hey, Moo. Purification ritual? Aren't purification rituals those things the Catholic Church did by burning witches at the stake? You know that thing? They put you on a big hill that's, overlooking some cliffs, and they're like, here's a broomstick. We're about to throw you off the cliff. If you fly away, you're a witch, and we will hunt and kill you. If you die, well, you'll be with God. Imagine the thousands and thousands of women that were literally thrown to their death without one of them flying. I am very scared of stupid people in large groups. You, sir, are like. You're not even a bad guy. You're like a traumatized teenager that was following an instruction manual. You didn't even do anything of your own accord. You literally followed an instruction manual. You're like. You're like a puppy. A poor, abandoned puppy. Yeah. No, no, but you freaking keep your clothes on, god damn it! What the hell are you doing? Huh? Couldn't you put it somewhere cooler, like your back or your ass? Why did it have to be in the middle of your chest? And why wasn't it visible when, you did that thing with Subaru? Excuse me? So, what? So, if you lose to someone in battle, you... What the fuck? This guy has zero chill. See what I mean? His mouth is writing checks his body can't cash. I love how you're just taking him at his word. You're not even verifying if this is a legit thing. I mean, what do you know about magic and spells in this world? I mean, he could have gotten the same effect with some neon paint. Whatever. That's an oddly specific contract. I promise not to sacrifice anyone here to achieve something else. How does one bypass this contract? I killed him for the lols. The devil is in the details. He should have literally just stopped at I promise never to harm anyone here. Full stop. Done. It's more ironclad. You could tell I spend too much time with lawyers. Wait a minute. How the fuck can you use her soul as collateral? What is this? Funny story, and I'll keep it short. There was a situation in which there was a trust account established for something, and it had very specific terms in it. It had like 20 pages of conditions and limitations and all this sort of stuff. And there was a huge pile of money in it, and people couldn't access it because it had so many rules as to how you can access it. And I was just like, give me the fucking thing. And they were like, oh, all these lawyers were like, there's no way you're going to find a loophole. And I'm like, give me the thing. And I was going through the thing, 20 pages of legal jargon, blah, 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 blah. And I found this term, and I'm like, it says here that a deduction of a reasonable amount may be, withdrawn, after or whatever time span. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, what's the legal definition of reasonable amount? And the lawyers just looked at each other. And I'm like, And reasonable time, it was a similar word to reasonable time frame, but basically meant the same thing. So reasonable amount within reasonable time frame. And they just looked at each other. It was like, say, could a reasonable amount be interpreted as the whole amount? And they just looked at each other. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, do that. So they just fucking siphoned all the money out of the trust legally. So that's what I mean by overcomplicating terms and conditions. The more you try to do something, the more holes you create. Keep it simple. Keep it black and white. No interpretation whatsoever. It is. It simply is. No ifs, no buts, no conditions, no if statements. Just keep it as is. It either is or it isn't. I should have been a fucking lawyer. Manson, I order you to buy candy for all the children in the village. Damn! She's going straight in there. Question, what happened to that other little girl assassin? We know that the Bowel Hunter got squashed, but what happened to the little girl? Because I'm assuming you guys didn't kill the little girl despite her being a bloodthirsty assassin. So, what's up with that? Because that's a loose end. What about that massive seal on his chest that will burn him alive and send him to the pits of hell if he hurts anyone? No? What about all those punches and the promise that he won't sacrifice anyone here for Thingo? Really? Emilia just wants a sorry? I'm sorry. Really? So if for example Hitler was to be resurrected and he said I'm sorry, would you forgive him? What about Mao? What about Stalin? What about Genghis Khan? I mean, where do we draw the line, Emilia? I'm starting to get worried. She wants to rule an empire as like empress or queen or whatever the shit. Please tell me that she doesn't have like the ultimate say as to what happens, because I oh boy. Oh god, this is a cliffhanger, isn't it? Oh, I recognize this. It's the palace. It's that redhead bitch, isn't it? What, you're getting knighted? But don't you need another knight to knight a knight? Or don't you need like a king or a queen to knight a knight? Oh my god, Julius is going to be the one to knight you, isn't he? Ah, this is going to be funny. What? Wait, you don't have any memories of Echidna? No, you should have memories of Echidna. Are you playing dumb? Is she still not conscious? See, I agree with Roswell here. Incinerate the planet. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Hell, I'd do it for a Snickers bar. Wait, did she just get crowned Empress or something? Wait, did I miss something? But she's not Empress yet. Can she technically knight people? Seriously, he gets a sword? Just don't chop his ear off. Yeah, that is not even half tang. That is like a ceremonial blade at best. Whatever. She could start singing let it go, and it would not seem out of place considering her dress and powers. That is gonna be a meme and I'm gonna create it. It's kind of funny. You've got a candidate that has blue, a candidate that has red, and the other candidate that has some other color. Purple is the most royal color of all, which has only been reserved for kings and queens, and also was a very expensive color to create back in the day. On top of that, it is the most royal because it symbolically shows red, which is power and passion, and blue, which is calm and temperance. So it's both symbolic and, you know, financially royalty. And it's also Emilia's color. Someone's calling this competition early. The ultimate simp. Whoa, 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 whoa. Isn't she supposed to like tap it on his shoulder and then tap it on the other one and then dub the knight? Like, did I miss something in the knighting ceremonies? Ah, whatever. It's symbolic anyway. Different world. See, look at that getup. That is Elsa. I mean, look at the sleeves, god damn it. Really? In front of the entire delegation? Quench thy thirst, simp. Perfect. Am I the only one that thinks that she looks a little bit like, what's her name? Edelgard? Let's see what we have here. This is my favorite part of any party, the food. What the fuck are you eating, old man? That's why you're so skinny. Let's see what we have here. We've got ourselves some nice fish with butter. Ooh, this looks tasty. Ew, vegetables. That's my food's food. A pie. I like that. Ooh, mashed potatoes. Ooh, a little bit of garlic. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, gravy. Ah, straight for the drinks. I like it. Ooh, custard. Is that jelly? Oh, we gotta change that. Damn it, you could say something so much smoother. Be smooth, motherfucker. Don't be awkward. Come on. Nani? You guys do know the origin of the pinky promise. I think I might have said this. Back in the olden days, whoever breaks the pinky promise has to sever their pinky. Nowadays, pinky promises are considered fuck all, but back in the day, there was serious business. Wow. Don't make me bitch slap you! See, when she made that pinky promise, she's not saying I'll chop off your pinky, but she's basically saying I'll chop off something else. Clever girl. Nah, pinky. Please God, do not do the fucking Tron Travolta pose. Oh god. Subaru, remember that thing I told you about your mouth writing checks that your body can't cash? Pace yourself, boy, and get magnesium and make sure you eat your carbs. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. I'll throw you off that balcony. Ah, right. She's got attachment issues, which is why she's afraid people are going to disappear, which is why she's getting so emotionally clingy, and why he's using words like, I'll never become disinterested with you, in order to reassure her, because her deepest fear is being alone, because she grew up in isolation. That's her trauma. Damn. Damn. Wow, that would be crippling. Wow, this motherfucker. Look at him go for it. He's getting two. Respect. All right, respect to this guy. Look at him go. This motherfucker's got mad game here. Wait a minute. Didn't this girl have a different hair color like 20 seconds ago? What? What? Mirror refraction. What about the ears? Red, white. They're two different outfits. Please tell me the animation team didn't fuck up in this scene. Different girl. Only Kuma would notice something like this. Man went for the trifecta. I gotta admit, that is... Man's either got skill or he's biting off more than he can chew. But either way, my proverbial hat goes off to you. You're either going to get brownie points or you're going to be the laughing stock of the community. Have fun with that. Although, the trifecta might actually be easier than the, angel three-way. Bear with me on this one. If the girl is into both, like the double clutch mechanism on most modern day motorcycles and sports cars, you can have a 2-2, 3-1, or a 4. As opposed to a 3 where you've always, got to manage. See, the man has wisdom. I can respect that man. Sorry, I need to catch that last line. Because I was too busy thinking about the logical, logistics. What really gets me is doing all this for the first girl he saw in this new world that just so happened to be his type. It goes to show the difference between men and women. Men will excuse and compromise anything if a girl looks like their type, whereas women actually go on their personality and actions. Emilia segregated him when he was being an asshole and a bit of an idiot, whereas Subaru will literally go to any length to get a girl of his dreams based on looks alone. If she turned out to be a complete mess, he would still probably compromise just because he finds her attractive. This is why I consider men idiots. We're goddamn idiots. We're idiots, damn it. Look at him go. It's like, there's wine in my belly. And the woman back there is like, oh, look at that unconscious little boy. Fucking cradle snatchers. And you've got little short Kami over there. Those are the two girls from before that were talking to that guy. I recognize them. Oh, I'm going to eat that food. Ooh, that's the dessert. That's the vanilla ice cream. Either that or that's potato with cream. Aw, the big sister's not letting him get drunk. Aw, it's so cute looking after. Wait, she doesn't even remember who Rem is, but she's looking after her. Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. Oh my god, she's happy. Look at that. She's actually dancing. Oh, she's got mad skill. She's leading the dance. She's letting her twirl and then she's... Oh my god, Betty. You got skill. I wonder, out of these four guys, who is the top and who is the bottom? And who's the versatile and who's the power bottom? Makes me wonder. Do not ask how I know these terms. Do not fucking ask. Do not ask. Apparently, I have a fairly accurate gaydar. Did you just jump? Why are you jumping? What is that? Alcohol-free orange juice? Ah, god damn it. Nice top hat, though. Come on, Ram, you gotta wake up. I'm gonna start reading the comments now. 14? Mate, I was drinking ever since I was 7. You remember my grandfather's wake when one of my cousins had to get his stomach pumped? I drank like a beer this big. No, wait, he drank one that was like massive. I drank like this much. Man, if you're Slav and you can't handle your drink, you deserve to die of alcohol poisoning. We need to week out the weak. Reactions are coming soon. Just... I am good. I am good. I'm good. I had my bottle of wine at the beginning. I'm festive as fuck. I am festive as all fuck. Is there a post? There isn't. There isn't. That was good. That was good. What do we even call this episode? Oh yeah, Night. Night of Simpery. Yeah, that's how you spell Simpery. Oh, you missed two crucial parts. One, Ryuzu spoke in Echidna's voice at one point while talking to Emilia. 2. Echidna in the tomb have different faces compared to Dreamworld Echidna. That was noted several times. I think I heard the voice, but I didn't really think about it. So we've watched season 1 original length, and I think it's always better to watch the OG length before a director's cut, because director's cut is more of a second viewing. That being said, the director's cut will eventually be open for a vote, because I have nothing against watching season 1 director's cut, but it won't be eligible for a vote straight after this. Same way the original Full Metal Alchemist is not eligible yet, just because it's long and just because, we want to give other anime an opportunity. So there will be a vote after tonight. I will start it and it will end, I believe, Saturday or Sunday. There'll be 5-6 days to vote for the next anime. So get ready for that. But in the meantime, we are going to do the reactions now. You guys have a last chance opportunity to go to Twitter and donate your memes, because it is now time for memes. The DNA of the soul. But first, given that we've spent 90 minutes watching the finale, we need to take a quick little break, and then we'll jump into the memes. Also, by the way, the sub for Roswell's talk to Subaru were badly translated. I've got a video of the cut content for season 2 finale that explains that. Cool. You know where to put it, Fab. Quick little break, and then we jump into the memes.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.